All right, we will go ahead and get started. As you can see, I'm not David. My name is Jane. I am the new program manager at the Fort Collins site. So I am excited to be a part of the team and excited to lead you and energize your day. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start standing. We're just going to kind of gently get our body moving. So if you want to bring your feet about hip width apart, just a slight bend in your knee. We're going to take some deep breaths in. As you do, arms come out to your side. They meet overhead, and then exhale, lower them back down. Inhale in, up. And full breath out as those arms come down. Good. Following that breath, you can allow your torso to extend a little bit, just opening through those abdominals. Full breath out. On this one, deep breath in, we're going to hold our hands up to the side or up to the top, and we're just going to gently lean to one side. Good, just feeling that slight stretch and open. Inhale, bring it up to center, reach, and exhale to the other side. Good, inhale up to the center, then we're going to drop our right arm and then use our left hand for a slight pull on the elbow to open that tricep. Holding here. Good. And then we're going to switch sides, allowing that left arm to drop down, opening through the left tricep. Few more seconds here. And then gently bringing your arms to the side. Relax those shoulders down, and we're going to gently drop our chin in toward our chest. Relaxed shoulders. Just kind of allow the weight of your head naturally to pull that chin in. Should just feel a slight stretch. Another nice deep breath in and out. Head comes to center, and then we're going to allow our head to fall back. Relaxing the muscles in your face. Good. Keeping those shoulders neutral as well. Back up to center, and then we're going to drop our head to one side, aiming the ear towards that shoulder. Now you can, but with a very, very gentle movement, utilize that hand for just the slightest pull on your head, or I should say more of a push, but please be very careful staying within your own range of motion. Otherwise, usually just the natural weight of the head suffices, especially if your neck is feeling extra tight. Excellent. Back up to center, last side of the neck, checking in, relaxing those shoulders down again, making sure your neck is neutral as you drop it down to the side so you're not leaning forward or back, just a lateral lean. Deep breath in. As you exhale, let's bring it back to center. We're going to give our upper body a little bit of a break, and we're going to go into some hip circles. So starting with one leg, knee comes up in line with the hip, and then we're going to use a circular motion to open that out.
Sorry, Coop.
Tapping your foot down, we're going to pull that leg back in. So we're circling up and out, then we're circling up and in. As much as you can, keep your hips forward and square. Sometimes placing your hands on your hips can help with that, just so you can feel if you're moving laterally into the side. But we're going to try and keep those square, really allowing that hip to open, tapping the foot, and pull it back in. Good. 4 more on this side. You're going to have a day where you're sitting a lot. It's good to get these hip flexors into your glute activated. Following that breath, You can even really focus on engaging your core here, activating those muscles as well. Nice, straight, neutral spine. And that leg can rest down. Kind of march that out a little bit. Might have felt just a slight burn there. And then we're going to go right into the other side. Bringing that knee up, open, tap the foot down, up, pull in and down. Good. Following your own pace here. Wanting to make that circle as wide as you can while keeping those hips square. Really focusing on bringing that knee up as high as you can as well. And focusing on a fluid motion. So if you're finding that you're kind of getting stuck in a spot or feeling like a little bit of a crick, you can make that circle smaller. We just want to do a nice full range of motion here, but it feels smooth and comfortable for you. All right, let's do 3 more. Breathing, checking in, hips are square, core is tight, drawing that belly button into your spine. Breathing in and out, last one here. Draw that knee in and down. All right, let's march that out a little bit. We'll give the lower body a break and we're gonna focus again on our upper body, doing some shoulder circles. Arms come out laterally to your side and we're gonna circle forward. Really kind of tightening through those shoulder muscles. Your arms are straight, but you don't wanna lock out your elbows past their range of motion. So just keeping them straight, but in neutral, kind of soft bend in the elbow. Good, just getting those arms flowing in this lateral plane. And now we're going to reverse the circle. Hopefully feeling a little more awake now. I'm in Colorado and it's negative temperature still, so it'll be an indoor day for us in Colorado, I'm sure. All right, pause here, arms come forward and circle here. Waking up this upper body. A few more this direction, pause and circle the other direction. Okay, deep breath. Lower body stance is strong. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Arms relaxed to your side. We're going to come to a kneeling position next. Hopefully this adjusted correctly. And we're going to come down to one knee. So I'm going to come to the side just so you can see what I'm doing here first. We'll bring our right leg forward, which means we're focusing on opening up our left hip flexor. So from this neutral point, you're going to lean your body weight forward, allowing the left hip flexor to open. I'm going to turn back forward. We're going to add an upper body stretch, really be efficient with our time as much as possible. So one arm comes across your chest, holding somewhere in the middle of your forearm between the wrist and the elbow, and bring that arm across your chest. Now it's natural to have this shoulder kind of rise as you do that movement. So we're going to try and pull that shoulder down, opening through the shoulders that we just warmed up and activated. So I know this is kind of a twofer. So let's check in again on our hip flexor. We've got our hips driven forward until we feel that stretch all the way through here. If you're really tight, you'll probably feel it in your quad as well, the front part of your thigh. And then again, checking in, making sure that shoulder is down and dropped away from your ear to get the most out of the opening of your shoulder. Nice, deep breath in here. Full exhale out. Deep breaths can really help us wake up and feel more energized as well. All right, we're gonna go ahead and release both sides. So coming to the opposite leg, let's get into our hip flexor stretch first. So driving that hip forward, opening through the right side, and then bringing an arm across the chest, holding somewhere in the forearm, bringing that arm in towards your chest as much as you can, and then dropping that shoulder down. Good. Drawing a deep breath in here through the nose. And then full exhale out through the mouth. Good. Let's do that one more time. And full breath out. Good. Couple more seconds here. Really open that hip flexor. We're going to need it today if we're being more sedentary. And release. Nice job. All right, we're going to come to a tabletop position. So hands are about shoulder width apart. The shoulders are stacked right above those hands, and then your knees are right above your hips. We're going to open up our glute and hamstring by extending one leg out. Once it's neutral and in line, we're going to raise the foot up and down. So this likely is not a very big movement for you, but we're just going to open, squeezing that glute at the top, control the lower down, still opening through those hips, really focusing on hip extension today, getting those glutes awake as well. If you're double checking your form on the camera, that's fine. Otherwise, let's try and keep our neck neutral so you're looking straight down at your floor. We're going to do 3 more right here. Raise up, squeeze 3, 2, up, and last one. Excellent job. All right. Readjust as you need, checking in. Nice strong tabletop, neutral spine. Extending the second leg and extend up. So not as much focused on your range of motion here. It's okay if it's a small movement, but we're keeping our back neutral, squeezing the glute at the top, and then controlling that lower back down. If you're like me and have tight hip flexors, I feel this pretty much on every extension. It feels so good to get them open. 4 more right here. And last one. Excellent. You can shake that out a little bit. Let's do some wrist circles because we're going to stretch through our wrists as well. There's a couple of ways you can do that. So coming back to tabletop, putting most of your weight in this left side so you can have your right arm freely. This is going to make sure we're controlling the pressure that we put on our wrist. We're going to bring the top of our hand down to the floor. And then we're just allowing however much body weight that we want to apply to feel that stretch. So again, majority of your weight is in the wrist that's on the floor so that we're controlling the pressure. If this feels like it's going to be too much for you, come to a kneeling position and we'll just utilize our hand to flex the wrist. So whatever feels the safest for you. Holding here. And then now we're going to give the right side a break and do the other side. So body weight comes into your right side. Top of your hand comes down into the mat. If you can, spread those fingers. Good. All right, now back to that first side. Now we're going to bring our fingertips in toward our knee. Same thing, most of your body weight supported by that left side so that you can control the stretch carefully and slowly. Same thing, if that's feeling like it's too much, just utilize your fingertips to open up that wrist, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. Sometimes we don't really think about our wrist and our forearm flexibility, but if we're typing all day, we tend to stay in more of a stagnant spot. So we'll just get these open today. All right, gently release that. Be really careful as you're moving through that range of motion, especially if you're in a deeper stretch. Body weight comes into the right side now. Left fingertips in towards your knee. Opening the wrist here. Checking in a couple of deep breaths. Breathing through this stretch. And release. Go ahead and kneel back. Sit back on those heels or come up to a kneeling position. Let's just circle those wrists a couple of times in both directions. And then next, we're going to drop it down into child's pose. So opening up your knees a little bit, extending those arms forward. Hips come to your heels. If they touch, great. If they don't, that's okay too. And then gently dropping your head, if you can, down to the floor. Child's pose has to be one of my most favorite stretches. It always feels good. Just kind of gives you a natural relaxation. And then from here, we're going to bring our fingertips in toward the top of our shoulders, opening up the upper back a little bit more as well while we're in this position. Deep breath in and out here. Getting ready to start our day. Setting an intention with a deep breath in and out. We're going to have a good day. Go ahead and extend those arms back out. Since we've been leaning down, go ahead and bring yourself up, slowly up to a kneeling position. We're just going to finish with those deep breaths that we started with, drawing an inhale in here. Hands come up, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale down. We'll do 2 more. Again, repeating to ourselves, a great day to have a good day. We're going to do it. It's Wednesday. Hopefully you feel more energized. Last one right here. Breathe out. Hands come together. Lean to one side. Inhale up to center. Exhale opposite side. Inhale center and exhale arms come down. Thank you so much for coming to Energize your day this morning. Again, my name's Jane. I'm new to the team, so if you have feedback on the classes, I'd love to hear it in the chat box. If not, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it.